Hello everyone, welcome back to Auto Trend TV. I am your Viprajesh again and I am here at Suryabala Ford, Coimbatore, and I am here with the Ford Freestyle Cross Hatchback. The Freestyle has always been a unique player and a unique looker in its own segment. Being based on the regular Figo hatchback, the Freestyle boasts of a little bit more aggressive design and a bit more practicality when you compare to the regular hatchback. On the outside, you can definitely see the additional body cladding all around the car with skid plates at the front and at the back. The regular chrome bits on the Ford Figo are replaced by glossy black finish, which makes this cross hatchback look that bit more tougher. On the sides as well, you can see the body claddings on the wheel arches along with the side stickering on the door panels, which look pretty substantial. Now this Freestyle exclusively boasts of 15-inch grey alloy wheels, which are not available on the regular hatchback as well as even on the compact sedan Aspire. At the back though, you can definitely see the Figo traits. It is a rather simple design with large tail lamps and a large boot lid. It even has got a massive bumper. But the Freestyle adds that bit about toughness when it comes to the bumper design. Of course, this being not the top end model, this is the titanium variant. The titanium plus is the top end model. So this variant actually lacks a little bit on features on the inside. But on the exteriors, it's all standard. You get reverse parking sensors along with a reverse parking camera. You even get the 4 skid plates at the back. And the Freestyle exclusively boasts of rigid and tough looking roof rails, which are actually pretty useful on this cross hatchback. The Freestyle additionally boasts of 190 mm of ground clearance, which is best in the segment cross hatchbacks when you compare with the Cross Polo, even the Aventura and the i20 Active. So let's hop inside to see what is the interior all about. Yes guys, I am right now inside the Ford Freestyle, the diesel variant. So basically you can see that it's almost a similar design dashboard when you compare with the Ford Figo. Even the 6.5-inch touchscreen system has been carried over, but on the Freestyle, on the top-end model Titanium Plus variants, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay along with Ford's Sync 3 connectivity features are available as standard. Coming down, you can see that you got the automatic temperature control of AC. It works fine being a Ford. Ford cars are well known for their very effective AC units, so that is the similar case over here. Next down we have the 5-speed manual transmission. The fact is that no Ford small car gets a 6-speed manual transmission. If it's a manual transmission, they give only 5-speed. That is probably to improve the torque and power delivery of the car, and that really works well in this manner. Given that this car has got the 1.5 liter turbo diesel engine producing around 100 PS of power, this is one among the better diesel engines in the Indian market today when it comes to 1.5s. Next up we have the 12-volt charging socket over here along with the USB and aux ports beside. You got a nice small tray to keep your phone or something else. And next up we have a small cubby hole over here, probably to keep your tickets or something else like your wallet or anything. It would be really convenient. Now this here is the major highlight of the Ford Freestyle range, which is not at all available in any of its competitors. This here is the traction control off button of the Ford Freestyle, and that also means traction control along with hill hold assist along with electronic stability program are available as standard on the Titanium and Titanium Plus variants of the Ford Freestyle range. That is a big plus for the Freestyle. I wonder why this has been not marketed by Ford seriously. Apart from that, on the door side of the driver, you can see that these door handles are reminiscent of what we have already seen on the Figo. Even the older Figo, the original Figo. Well, these are the power window switches which are carried over from the Ford EcoSport. You can see the Ford EcoSport beside me. And of course you got nice big bottle holders on the driver door, on the front doors basically. Even the passenger door has got nice big cup holders. And this is the instrument cluster. It's actually a plain instrument cluster. There is no digital kind of the fancy gadgetry and screens and all. You got just one simple small MID which provides you all the details you need. Rest of the thing is totally analog and it works fine. The Ford Freestyle, be it any Ford car, is for driver oriented performance. So if the driver is satisfied by this car, I mean, of course, a driver will surely be satisfied by any Ford car. That's what I feel, given that they've got this brilliant steering wheel tuning. The handling is fantastic on every Ford car, even the massive Ford Endeavour. So yeah, apart from that, we have got these auto folding ORVMs. Of course, the electronic mirror control. The side AC vents are fully closable, whereas the center ones are not fully closable. This whole center console design itself is reminiscent of the Ford EcoSport, actually the older EcoSport. The only fact is that the number of buttons have been reduced, even though you get a set of buttons for better convenience. It's better if you use these buttons while you are driving instead of using the touchscreen or anything else. On the steering wheel, you can see that you got a single airbag along with the steering mounted audio controls. There is no cruise control or anything on this top-end model, but you get all these controls over here, which is really good. And you got a passenger airbag as well. Of course, dual airbags are standard across all variants. This being the titanium variant, the titanium plus variant actually gets side curtain airbags as standard as well, which is actually the top-end model. So that is really fantastic. So yeah, next coming up we have the seats. Of course, every Ford cars have seats which are really accommodative and supportive, even while you are driving pretty sportly. So this has got nice amount of bolstering on the sides as well as for the lower thighs. You got nice big glove box. It's not damp, but it's fine. Of course, there is no cooling provision or anything. You got certain good amount of cup holders at the center, and well, overall it's a comfortable interior. It's mainly driver focused, so that everything is easily accessible to the driver. Everything is perfectly laid out. The ergonomics, everything is perfect. You got headlamp controls on the right. Of course, this is only for the high beam. This button is actually for controlling the MID, and on to the left you can see the wiper controls. Of course, the actual headlamp switching on controls are over here beside the driver on the dashboard. So this is off. This is the parking lamp, and when you turn it all the way to the right, the main headlamps are switched on. For high beam, you have to basically use this lever, use this stalk on the steering wheel. And this here is for the headlamp leveler. The Titanium Plus variants of the Ford Freestyle are equipped with auto headlamps and rain sensing wipers. And to switch on the fog lamp, we have these buttons over here, the front fog lamp and the back fog lamp. This here is for opening the trunk. This car has got electronic opening trunk, but of course it's not powered, so you basically have to go all the way back to close it. So that's all. It's overall a comfortable interior. It's good on space, and of course all the pedals, all three pedals are laid out very ergonomically. You got sort of space on the left for your left foot, but there is no separate dead pedal or anything. It's fine. So yeah, it's there is not much of a cost cutting here. As far as I can see, everything you need, almost everything you need is here, except for the fancy gadgetry. You got day night switch for the IRVM, no auto dimming mirrors here. Of course, that is not needed given in this price range. You got an interior cabin light, but the problem is for the rear seats there is no cabin light. So you can have a good look. There is no cabin light for the rear seats, so passengers have to do with these. You got the Bluetooth mic over here. You got a decent, well, sort of more than decent sized sun visors, and even the driver gets a vanity mirror, which is really surprising given that a lot of cars skimp on the driver's side vanity mirror nowadays. So yeah, overall at the front it's a really comfortable interior. Every feature you need is present over here, including Android Auto. So yeah, let's hop on into the back seat to see how does it fare. So yes, I am right now in the back seat of the new Ford Freestyle,
and it is surprisingly spacious. Yes, as you can see, it's got decent amount of space even when I have adjusted the driver seat to my height, which is around 5'10", and I'm pretty comfortable. The ergonomics are perfect. You got decent amount of thigh support for the back seat, and it's fine, it's totally fine. You can see that the visibility is good as well. You got large big windows, though you do not get any sort of armrest for the rear seats, but it's totally fine. And the cabin width itself is totally fine. You can see that I'm unable to reach the next door when I'm actually sitting properly. I have to lean forward a bit. So this means that average adults, 3 people, can sit abreast, well, in reasonable comfort. So this here is another good look at the dashboard. It's a nice interior. You can see the brownish tinge on the top half of the dashboard. It's a nice touch. It gives this car a little bit of that tough rugged appeal, especially that brown kind of merges with the mud color. So yeah, it's got rear adjustable headrests as well, and individual seat belts for everyone, including a lap belt for the middle passenger. And you got individual grab handles for 3 passengers. That's good. The front seat belts are actually height adjustable as well. This is a really neat touch, skimped by a whole lot of manufacturers nowadays. So yeah, the sad part is that the rear doors do not get any sort of storage space. You get a massive speaker provision over here. Of course, this has a speaker in this, but you don't get any sort of bottle holder or anything. You get a power window socket here and a small door handle over here. Of course, the very similar door handles have been carried over. And yeah, basically that's it. It's a reasonably comfortable back seat over here. Of course, it's comfortable. There's no negative point to this. Only thing is that it does not have any sort of storage, but you got a big bottle holder over here at the center of the center console. So yeah, let's have a look at the engine bay. Opening the bonnet, you can see the 1.5 liter turbo diesel engine, which produces around 100 PS of power. So it is a really powerful engine and the most sought after engine. All the enthusiasts definitely will not ignore this engine. Even though producing just around 100 PS of power, this has got one among the better power delivery among 1.5 diesels. Only second to say the XUV 300. That is a really heavy bonnet.
Opening the boot of the Ford Freestyle, you can see that the boot space itself is similar to the Ford Figo Hatchback. It is around 257 liters and it's a pretty useful square loading bay. Though this car lacks the split folding mechanism of other premium hatchbacks, the overall usability of the boot space is pretty good. Now you may have seen that the Freestyle gets 15-inch alloy wheels as standard, but unfortunately the spare wheel is actually a space saver. It is a 14-inch steel wheel for the spare wheel. So the thing is that you basically have to use this spare wheel temporary only until you get the actual wheel repaired. So overall, this is a pretty practical cabin. You can even fold the back seats flat, well, sort of flat. It does not fold totally flat, given the fact that you cannot raise the seat base for a totally flat mechanism. So let me just get around. And yeah, you have to basically retract the headrests inside the seat so that you can actually fold the back seats totally flat. So yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is as much you can get the back seats to get flat. It is not actually flat. It has a kind of slope and even a massive step. So it is not the most practical loading bay in terms of flat folding, but it's totally fine. It works. So yeah, we have got a grab handle there to close the boot lid. So as you can see, this is a very attractive car in its gold color.
Another unique feature for the Ford Freestyle is the Ford My Key system. Now the Ford My Key system actually allows you to set restricted driving modes by limiting top speed, audio volume and implementing seatbelt warnings. The spare key of the Ford Freestyle can be programmed to implement all these restrictions in case you are lending your car to younger drivers.
So overall, the Ford Figo Freestyle, actually it is the Freestyle only, and it's a pretty tough, usable and very family friendly cross hatchback with good engines and overall a decently spacious and comfortable cabin. So yeah, do let me know what do you think about the Ford Freestyle cross hatchback. I think it's the enthusiast choice of cross hatchback. So yeah, see you on another video. This is Viprajesh signing off.